Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. If you haven't subscribed yet, please don't forget to do so. It really means the world to me. In today's video, I have a quick unboxing for you. I got a couple of summer pieces right here. One of them is a pair of sunglasses, and the other box is a pair of shoes from Jimmy Choo. So I wanted to sit down, show you these items, and talk a little bit about them and why I actually made these purchases. To me, both of these items represent a little piece of history when it comes to fashion and luxury fashion. And as you might know, when it comes to my own luxury collection, I really started focusing on some items that are unique, but also representative of some interesting moments in the history of luxury and luxury fashion. Anyway, I hope you're going to like my selection today. And everything that I'm going to show, I'm going to link in the description box down below if these items are still available. By the way, before I go any further, a quick note, I actually purchased both of these items online and I shipped them to Austria. I'm not based in Austria at the moment, but I used a shipping service, kind of like a mail forwarding service called Shipito to make these purchases and to send them to where I am currently located, also in Europe. So I'm going to link Shipito in the description box down below as well. This video is not sponsored by them or anything like this, but if you have seen some of my other videos, I tend to use Shipito a lot. They actually provide a couple of different addresses for you. So I have one address in the United States, one address in Europe, and also an address in Japan, which I actually haven't used yet. But anyway, I really like this type of shopping because it allows me to compare prices across different markets, and it also allows me access to different items that might be sold out in different markets. Anyway, if you want a separate video about how I use Shipito and all of the details, please let me know in the comments down below. And by the way, my name is Lisa and I'm your guide to savvy luxury shopping no matter where in the world you are. Subscribe to my channel to learn more about strategic luxury shopping with the emphasis on quality and timelessness of your items. Alright, let's start with a pair of sunglasses. And as per usual, I will also include all of the timestamps into this video, so if you do not want to look at the sunglasses, you can skip forward to the pair of shoes from Jimmy Choo. But looking at the box right here, you can probably guess that these are sunglasses from Maison Margiela, which is my favorite luxury designer brand. And these are actually a collaboration between Gentle Monster and Maison Margiela. So I believe these sunglasses are from the second iteration of this collaboration. And I actually really wanted to get a pair from the first collaboration between Maison Margiela and the Gentle Monster, but by the time I kind of decided to buy those sunglasses, I will put a picture here on the screen, I actually realized that they were basically sold out everywhere. And I was able to find a pair on StockX, but it literally retailed for over 2,000 US dollars, or the price point that was attached to it was about 2,600 US dollars. And I thought that that was an unreasonable amount of money to pay for a pair of sunglasses. So instead, I actually decided to go ahead and buy something from the second collaboration. I really like quite a few different sunglasses when it comes to the collaboration between Maison Margiela and Gentle Monster. You know, when it comes to sunglasses, I feel like they are such an easy way to actually make a statement and add some interest to your outfit. So I really like to buy sunglasses that are a little bit statementy and a little bit different. In all honesty, I do feel that I have quite a few different pairs of sunglasses, and perhaps I really did not need another pair. But I thought these sunglasses were really quite interesting. Alright, so let me show you what's included in this box. We got the signature white box from Maison Margiela. And on the inside, there is this pouch that actually looks like one of Maison Margiela handbags. I really don't remember the name of this type of a handbag from Maison Margiela, but I'm going to look it up online and I'm going to include it here on the screen. So this is a pouch for the sunglasses that is actually quite substantial. It is white, so once again, this is just kind of a signature motif from Maison Margiela. And on this tab right here, we have Maison Margiela, Paris, and Gentle Monster. So this in itself already kind of tells me that the pair of sunglasses themselves are going to be also quite interesting and well made. So we have the pouch. Then on top of this, we also have a little white bag. I guess could be used for the pouch itself or for the sunglasses. And the same thing, we have Maison Margiela, Paris, and Gentle Monster written on this bag right here. And the pair of sunglasses also comes in a small plastic bag. So let me actually unwrap them. And these are the sunglasses from the second collaboration between Maison Margiela and Gentle Monster. So I found that this shape looks quite interesting and unique. I feel like I do not often see sunglasses like this. And instead of buying another gray or black pair, and I feel like I have quite a few different gray or black sunglasses, I decided to go for this bright blue color. I feel like this color is going to work very well with jeans, maybe in the summer, with some blue accessories, or even with anything white that I might be wearing. So let me try them on. So here we have these sunglasses. I know, or I think they look quite unique and quite interesting. I like this shape that's kind of, looks elevated when this frame is sitting on your face. The sunglasses themselves are really quite dark as well, but also bright and blue, if it makes sense. So I like this little pop of color that I'm going to be able to introduce into my outfit in the summer. Now, I realize that the shape is quite unique. So for example, I don't actually think I would be able to wear these sunglasses with a dress like this one right here. I think these are really utilitarian looking sunglasses, maybe a little bit androgynous. So I see myself wearing a pair of trousers, jeans, or a pair of shorts, maybe a white t-shirt or a white button-down shirt, and kind of spicing up a simple outfit like that with this pair of sunglasses. I also think I can carry my 5AC bag from Maison Margiela with these sunglasses as well, because a bag that is maybe a little bit more classic would not actually go very well with these statement-y sunglasses. They feel very heavy in a sense that they feel kind of substantial when it comes to the lenses and the frame. So my initial impression is actually really quite positive. And if you have been watching my channel, you probably know that I'm just a big fan of Maison Margiela and their designs. And to me, once again, these sunglasses are very much representative of Maison Margiela as a designer, as a luxury brand. Now I'm gonna take them off and just gonna look a little bit on the sides here. So we have the signature 4 white stitches from Maison Margiela here on the side, obviously on both sides. I like small details like this because I think they just kind of speak to, attention to detail and to branding. I also really like the fact that Maison Margiela doesn't have any obvious branding aside from these 4 stitches. So to me, these sunglasses are just kind of one of those items that if you know, you know. And this is basically true of a lot of Maison Margiela stuff. You rarely see a tag, if ever. You usually just see the 4 stitches, and that kind of tells you where the sunglasses are coming from. I'm also going to include a couple of close-up pictures of these sunglasses, but this is the first item for today, my pair of sunglasses from Maison Margiela and Gentle Monster collaboration. Oh, and quick note, when it comes to using this pouch, I think you would actually need to place the pair of sunglasses downwards into the pouch so they can fit. And this is how the pouch looks with the sunglasses inside. And by the way, since this pouch feels really soft and cushiony, it feels like it will be very protective of the sunglasses. So the next item I wanted to show you today is a pair of shoes from Jimmy Choo. I have recently filmed a video about things to buy in June. I'm going to link this video up here for you. And in that video, I was talking about the archive. So this new collection from Jimmy Choo, in which Jimmy Choo recreated updated versions of some of its most iconic shoes dating back to 1997 to 2001. And as I was going through that collection, I mentioned that there is one pair that I like the most, my favorite pair from the collection. And so this is the pair that I actually got myself. So let me go ahead and actually unbox these shoes and show them to you. So we've got the Jimmy Choo box, a couple of booklets and cards on the inside here, 2 dust bags. I think I say this really quite often, but I really appreciate it when I get 2 dust bags instead of 1 when I make a shoe purchase. And then on the inside, we actually have a pair of shoes that also are packaged in their separate dust bags. So let me get out this shoe and show you what I got. All right, there we have it. I got myself a pair of the Leo sandals. So if you watched my video earlier, I really talked about the fact that I like these shoes because of their connection to Sex and the City. So these are the shoes that Carrie Bradshaw is actually wearing in the opening credits, or Sarah Jessica Parker is wearing in the opening credits for the show when she has that kind of white fluffy skirt and a tank top. So to me, some of the designer pieces that we know from Jimmy Choo and Manolo Blahnik, Dior, and also Fendi, a lot of them have that really strong connection to pop culture and to Sex and the City. And I tend to appreciate this because this type of designer items have kind of made themselves to be a part of history, a part of pop culture, and a part of history when it comes to art and fashion. And for this reason, to me, these shoes are not just a simple pair of Jimmy Choo shoes, but they are actually a representation of the impact that Jimmy Choo as a brand has had on fashion, luxury fashion, but also, pop culture and different cultural moments in history. I also like these shoes because they are kind of so neutral. They have this leopard print that I feel is always quite relevant, but the shoes are kind of so small and so tiny that this leopard print does not really stand out. I feel like this is a really nice neutral pair of sandals that could be worn with so many different outfits. And honestly, looking at the shoes right here, I feel like they're going to remain relevant 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, just as much as they were relevant back in the early 2000s. And this is also something that I really appreciate. When I spend my money on some of these luxury pieces, I really want to buy something that I know is going to last me for a very long time. So the heel is really quite high. To be honest, when I was buying them, I thought that this heel was a little bit lower. I speak a lot about shoes on my channel, and I often mention that I am a runner and my feet are just always tired, always really beat up, and with time it becomes more and more difficult for me to wear heels like this. In fact, I actually have been saying that I want to start buying fewer and fewer heels simply because I just do not wear them very often. But again, I made an exception for these shoes because they are such an interesting moment of history and I wanted to have them in my collection. I will include some b-roll with these shoes again if I can, because I recently ran a really long ultra marathon, 100 kilometers in under 12 hours. So as I often say, my feet are just like in a really bad state right now, but I do want to show you close up of these shoes. I got myself size 39.5, which is usually the size that I wear when it comes to heels. To be honest, I feel like these shoes right here are a little narrow and I could have probably gone with size 40. But again, right now my feet are kind of in a lot of pain, so I'm not sure if it's going to get better once I recover a little bit from my ultramarathon. By the way, let me know down in the comments below if you are a runner and do you have problems with your feet as well when it comes to wearing shoes like this. So these are both of these shoes together. And actually a quick note, these shoes are still available online. I'm going to include a link in the description box down below, as I have mentioned. But something to keep in mind is that the shoes are made out of leather, but the upper part right here, sort of this leopard print part, is actually fabric. It is some kind of stretchy, I guess, synthetic fabric. So this is something to keep in mind, especially when it comes to how the shoes feel on your foot. I'm not really sure, but because the upper part is actually fabric, I think these shoes are going to be difficult to stretch if they are actually a bit narrow. So this is something to keep in mind. And as I mentioned, I'm actually going to go ahead and try to stretch them out a little bit if I can, because right now to me they feel a little bit too narrow. And this is size 39.5, which is kind of the regular size that I buy when it comes to high-heeled shoes. So yeah, all right, these are a pair of shoes from Jimmy Choo, the Archive collection. These are called the Leo sandals, and they were featured in the opening credits of Sex and the City. Well, that's it for me today. Let me know in the comments down below which of these two items was your favorite, if any. And before you go, please watch another Savvy Luxury video right here. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Take care and bye-bye.